Hi everyone, once again, Eddie Arrieta here with Multilingual Media at LocWorld50. I have the pleasure right now to be talking to Giselle Tran from Sage. And we were just discussing right before this what would be the best way to approach the conversation. And one thing became very obvious, which is the traditional conversations in conferences like LocWorld are about translation, localization, interpretation, and sometimes I realize that we miss how all of this that it's done in the industry is integrated to so many other aspects of businesses and what these businesses do. And in many cases, for you, for me, and for others, we do so many other things. In fact, I don't do any localization, right? I do media production. So I would love to dig a little bit deeper into what it is that you do at Sage, how do you approach your function, and what it is that you're looking to disrupt.
Well, thank you so much, Eddie, for having me. At Sage, I'm the Content Operations and Localization Manager equally. So I help the authors with their authoring tools and all of that stuff. I handle the localization technology and tooling and processes. I deal with the publishing and all the metrics and measurement and analytics that come with that stuff so you can continue to improve content over time, right? So for me, content is content in any language. It doesn't matter if it's English or French. Content has the same purpose, right? Content is the primary, Content is the primary relationship between a business and its customers, right? Without content, transactions don't happen. You know, sales, it could be the miss between a sale. It could be the miss between a happy customer. So the business outcome is more than how good is your translation going. It's, how well is your content hitting in all markets? And is it driving the growth that you want for your business?
And this conversation probably puts you at the front of the leadership team, brings you to the table in a different way. Something that we hear a lot when we are talking to translators, to interpreters, to localizers, is that they come as an afterthought. But how does your function play a role in the strategic mindset of Sage?
So again, very unique position. Because I started as a technical writer, I started from the documentation content creation team, creating the product content in most cases, right? And I'm upstream compared to so many other localization teams, I know what they're going to create. I know their cadence. I know what they use, right? And so to me, again, it's not that they create source content and then they throw it over to me and then I don't know what happens afterwards, right? I'm able to actually have better conversations about this is our prioritization for all content across the languages when we go into a new language, right? I can have better conversations with other stakeholders about how they should be thinking about their content and then having the better budget discussions also because, again, if you talk to content owners, they usually don't know how many words that they have. They don't care, right? It's not about how many words they have. We are the only ones that care about that sort of stuff. So able to have better conversations there and able to focus on experience metrics, right? How many clicks or views did this article get or this document, right? Did it appear at the right place at the right time? That sort of stuff.
And that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing it. Now, you've been at LocWorld. I'm not sure if this is your first, your second, your third. I'm also very new to the industry. What are your impressions? What are you getting out of this?
This is my second LocWorld, and last year I was in all the different sessions and I learned so much, right? This year I took a different approach, and the best part about LocWorld was actually connections with different people. So taking the time to have conversations anywhere was the best thing, and exchanging ideas and understanding where people are, what you could offer them, and what they could offer you equally, right? And so building the network was much more interesting here. I feel like in localization, there's more camaraderie and a lot of community, right, to grow as an industry together as opposed to competition necessarily.
Thank you so much. And now that you're talking about collaboration and cooperation, who are you willing to connect with? And I know for many, they are going to see the recording. Maybe they were not able to come to LocWorld. Who are you looking to connect with? Who are you looking to collaborate with?
Well, personally, I have a lean localization team. So if you also have a lean localization team, 5 members or less in a large organization, I would love to talk to you. I love knowing about what you're doing. I love knowing about any problems or challenges or workflow issues. Like, I'm a really big optimizer kind of person. I love efficiency. I make a joke all the time. If you want me to fix something, just make me do it once and I'll say I'm never doing this again and I'm going to go fix this now, right? So generally looking for those sorts of people because I think I'm more interested in the people that are feeling the pain if that makes sense, right? And having the struggles and the challenges, because that's where growth happens and innovation happens.
Well, thank you so much, Giselle. Once again, I'm Eddie Arrieta with Multilingual Media. This is LocWorld50. We're wrapping up the event. Thank you so much for doing this, Giselle.
Yes, thank you.